thank you for watching avivTarot, and today we are going to do another pick a card reading. And since when I upload this video, we're almost very close to Valentine's Day. So happy Valentines, everyone. And this is why I think it would be a great chance to do a love reading update. So today is a love reading and about your relationship, or if you're single, we'll see if there's any messages that come up, whether if you'll meet someone or you're going to be working on yourself, and we will break it up into 4 different groups, or 4 different situations. So the people who are single, people who are in a situationship, or just having a crush on someone, or at a very early stage where you haven't defined your relationship, so that's the second group. And then the third group is you are in a relationship with someone. Okay, the relationship is defined, so what's going to come up with that. And also the last group will be the people who are who have someone in mind from the past. Okay, from the past, whether you were in a relationship with or not, that you were just talking to, but you really liked them and you stopped talking to them. So that will be the 4th group, where you want to reconcile or reconnect with someone from your past. It could be an ex-lover or someone just like I kept reiterating, someone from the past. All right, so that's the 4 different groups, and we have 3 different piles, 1, 2, and 3. Pick the group that you resonate with the most. If you have more than one person, you're more than welcome to pick more than one group, or just listen to the same group with your different situation if it is a different situation type of thing. It is a timeless video, even though I'm saying this is, happy Valentine's and everything, but it is timeless. So whenever you found this video, there's probably a message for you. I just drew the cards out, so I do not know what's going to come up, okay, with the messages. So if there is anything that's very triggering, I don't know. It could be all really great messages. I really can't tell you. So we'll see what comes up. All right. All right. So if you pick with your intuition, if you need really help with, picking a pile, I chose 3 different stones. And so pile number 1 is this stone right here. If you can see, it's really pretty. Okay. So that's the first stone. And the second stone is this one. Okay, this is the second stone, and then this is the third one. Okay, this is the third stone. All right, so if you need more time, pause the video. If not, timestamps are in the description box below, and we are going to start with pile number 1. Okay, so for people who chose pile number 1, okay, we have, if you are single, we have the 7 of Roses. This is the 7 of Wands card, and this deck is called Courage. Okay, and over here we have Release. That's Death card in this. Okay, in the Rider-Waite, that's what it's called, but in this deck it's called Release. And then we have the Engagement ring. Okay, so there's engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, and union. Okay, so for people who are single that chose this pile, 7 of Roses, 7 of Wands is about defending yourself. So maybe you're defending your choice. Maybe you're, because you're single right now, everyone is kind of gaining on you a little bit. You're being asked, why are you single? So you kind of have to, you feel like you have to defend why you are not with someone. Okay, that's what I feel. Or there could be someone that you kind of like, but you haven't talked to, so that's why you're still single, right? And I feel like with the Courage card, you probably will need to gather up your courage a little bit. And over here we have release, which is maybe release of your shyness, of your preconceived thoughts, and just go up to the person, take a little bit of a risk, and see what happens. Because the release, the death card, also means new beginning. That means something is changing, something is evolving, you're being transformed, or your surrounding is being transformed. So I think there is a change coming. Maybe you don't have to defend yourself so hard anymore, because over here on the oracle card we have the engagement ring, which is all about partnership, eternity, completion, and union. So I think that there is somebody coming along, but it's just okay. So when I was drawing the cards, I didn't specify specific timeline, but what I noticed with tarot cards is that within the 3 months of drawing the cards, it is the strongest energy. So this is what's going to happen probably most likely in the next 1 to 3 months. Okay, 3 months at the most. So I think there is someone that wants to commit in a relationship with you. Maybe if you do have somebody in mind right now, but you haven't even talked to. I'm talking about, this is like really someone new that you have a feeling about or something like that, but you haven't really connect or anything, right? Because the second group is you have a crush, but the thing is you probably start talking to them and having a little bit of something. But this is more like, because you're single, right? Your status is single. That's the difference between the first pile and the second pile. So okay, if you're very single, then gather your courage, go out, go party, go meet people. I know right now with the whole pandemic thing, if you're watching this during the pandemic, it is very hard to meet people, but there are still ways, right? If you really want to do it, there's still ways, but you just have to protect yourself and be careful. But I think there is some kind of union coming in for you. You're gonna meet someone that want to commit. So maybe before you are meeting people who are more like after a fling, one night stand or something. Now I think you are transforming the energy around you. I feel like it's transforming, and also maybe because you're a little bit older, mature and all of that. So like some of the old thoughts that you have about yourself or about relationship or about anything is changing. Okay, it's changing. So that's why I think you'll draw the right people into your life who will commit to you, who are not after a fling and that kind of thing. So that's what I see for people who are single in the next 1 to 3 months at the most. There is someone that want to come in with you, and maybe they'll fight for you as well, because the 7 of Wands is about fighting for something. So maybe they're going to fight for your love, right? So and fight to to be with you. Maybe you're a little bit against it because you like your freedom. You're like, I don't know if I really want to be in a relationship, because this could be that too. Like maybe you just got out of a relationship and you're not ready to go into another relationship right now, but there's somebody coming in and you're like, I don't know if I'm ready, but they're willing to wait and fight for you, and so it's very nice energy right here. So now we're gonna take a look at people who has a crush, and you started talking to them, but it's just like your relationship is kind of like undefined. You are in a situationship or something, or they're just being hot and cold. You're just like not sure what's going on. So this is the pile for you, or this is the message for you. You have the 2 of Gems. And this one is about change as well in this deck. And over here is confront. This is the moon card in the Rider-Waite. And then over here is the photograph, looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, and making new memories. So people with this file, this is what I think. With the moon card is about intuition, and this particular deck is about confronting. What you're confronting is your fear, okay, or your shadow self. So there is something, maybe it could be your person as well, right? Because you're dealing with someone and they're dealing with their shadow self. They're dealing with their fear. Maybe they have a fear of intimacy. Maybe they have a fear of losing their freedom when they commit to someone. And over here, Two of Gems is about, in this particular deck, is about change, but it's also about juggling between two things. So it could be, you know, free. They're trying to juggle. Should I commit to someone? Should I, you know, have my freedom? But it could also be that they do have more than one choice. That's why you're feeling like, I don't know what's going on. And so I guess they're not ready to settle. So still like that, do I want to commit to just one person, or do I still want to keep going and, you know, playing the field a little bit, right? Over here, we have the looking at your photos, missing your nostalgia, and making new memories. So I do feel like they're gearing with the photograph card. They're probably more geared towards you in some ways. Like they do like you a little bit more. Maybe their intuition is telling them like, go for this person, go for you, right? But it's just like they're fighting with them. They're fighting within themselves, like, what do I want to do? Like, do I really want to commit? What do I want to do? So they're still up in the air, and I feel like in the next 3 months or so, this is like the energy for the next 3 months, 1 or 3 months, depending on how fast, right? And so at least for the next 3 months, you might not really, they're still going to be in this kind of indecisive energy. So I don't know, if you don't want to wait for this person, maybe you should match their energy, go and see if there are other options for you as well. Okay. And I mean, leave your options open. You don't have to like trap yourself to just one person just yet, since they're not committed to you either. Right. I would say that, since in the next 3 months, 1 to 3 months, they're not ready to commit just yet. You maybe can also look around and see if there are other opportunities, or you can maybe distract yourself a little bit from this relationship and work on yourself, or work on your work, focus on your work, etc. So just like, don't put all of your energy in this person, because I do feel like with them being so like sketchy a little bit, that it's also bringing out some insecurity and fear out of you as well. And so if you could distract yourself a little bit, I think that will help, because otherwise, if you're putting too much focus, too much energy on this person, and also sometimes if this person is not ready to settle, you're gonna drive them away. And so if it's better to kind of not be so super uptight about it just yet. Okay, so the next 3 months, I think you want to just like kind of wait and see what happens, because and also see if there are other options for you. I mean, there is change for this card, so maybe the change is going to be on the good side. But see, with the 18 card, this is the moon card. The next card is the sun, is the bright energy, happiness, everything working out. And change over here, 3 of Gems is the next card, which is about working together with a common goal. So both of these is like kind of in the shadow right now, being indecisive, being undecided. So really give it a little bit of time so that you can I both of them, the next card coming out is actually a really good energy card. So I think you can still have a little bit of hope, but right now just don't put too much focus on it, because I just think that it might be quite triggering for you with this person acting like this. And I think if you are being too impetuous or too pushy, it might push this person away. If you do really like this person, right, you want to be with them. So try to not be so uptight about it. Okay, for the time being. 3 months fly by. Like, can you believe like we are already like in February, right? So time flies. All right, so now okay, the next group is people who are in a relationship. Okay, people who are in a relationship. This is your pile. Ooh, we have 2 major arcana cards. We have the High Priestess, which is all about intuition, and then over here we have 21, Embrace, and this is in the Rider-Waite card, which is the World, completion. And then we have the Heartbroken card again. I said again is because yesterday this card came out too, and it was the same, like people who are in a relationship group. Over here, Heartbroken. All right. All right, so for some people, I think you're not gonna like this this message, okay? Because you are in a relationship right now. But the thing is, I think you intuitively kind of feel like something is not working out. Something is not, maybe you guys are not really on the same page on, you know, in some ways, okay? The reason, so this is, take it how it resonates. There are 2 different messages. This is just the first message. And so don't click off just yet and see. So because of the Heartbroken card, I feel like intuitively, maybe you know something is up, something is not right, something is not, you know, to what you expected, like a good outcome kind of thing. Because over here, the World is always about like completion. Of course, it's about travel as well. But it's about completion. It's about the end of a cycle. So for some of you, in your relationship might be coming to an end of a cycle. Of course, the end of a cycle could also mean there's a new beginning of a new cycle. But combined with the Heartbroken card, I think there is like maybe you gotta end something, okay? Something is not working. Maybe you guys are gonna take a step back and reevaluate how, like, what is this relationship is going to bring? What do you want out of this relationship, right? So there is going to be some kind of a communication. And I think like intuitively, you probably know something is working behind the scene as well, because the High Priestess is about mystery, mysterious things. It's a Pisces card, but then or a moon card, right? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but it's like the moon goddess. But to me, the High Priestess card always speak to me as a Scorpio energy as well. It's about rebirth and renewal, which is kind of like this World card, the end of a cycle. So I think there is that message for quite a few of you. Okay, so now if that didn't resonate, there is a different message for you with the so I think with the Heartbroken card, I think something unexpected is going to happen within the next 1 to 3 months. It's something that's not going to be super exciting, super happy. However, you guys might be moving, like closing a chapter and moving on. I don't want to say it's moving on to the next level, but something is changing in your relationship. But it's not going to be exactly what you expected. But I think you kind of know. You kind of knew it's coming, okay? But it's moving on to like maybe to not that you guys will be separated or like you're gonna break up or anything, but it's just like something is going to maybe like for example, because with the World card, this person that you're in a relationship with, you guys need to be apart because maybe they're being sent abroad or sent to a different city, or there's a change in their work situation or something, or in the family situation. Like you probably won't be able to see each other as much, right? And so there is like a change in the dynamics of your relationship, and it's not going to be a very pleasant change for you. Like, for example, like what I just said, you probably won't be able to see each other as much, or maybe you guys are, if you used to work together, maybe you guys are going to go to different companies, so you don't see each other as much, or like your working hours is like completely opposite now. So like there's very limited time that you can see each other, things like that. Okay, so like just some of the things are not matching up, so that your relationship dynamic is changing. Okay, it's coming to an end, and then something new is coming up. But the thing is, like, it's not a very pleasant change for you, and you really will have to accommodate to the change in order to make the relationship work. Okay, so that's that. So it doesn't really mean break up, but that could be that with the completion, the world card, right? But for others of you, it's just that there's something changing in your relationship, but it's just like not a very pleasant change. So you will need to adapt a little bit. Okay, so now the last group, people who are looking to reconcile or reconnect with someone from the past. Could be an ex-lover, or just like someone like a friend, or that you used to like or something, but you never got together, but you kind of lost contact with. So now we have the Devil card, which is also a major arcana card. We have over here, this is the Cups, Four of Cups in this deck. It's called Opportunity Beckons. And then over here, Date, meeting someone new, dating, get back out there, plan, set a date. All right, so I think with the Devil energy, and then over here the Opportunity Beckons, Devil energy, I always say it's like the darker side of the Lovers card. So I think whoever you're thinking about right now, you are more codependent. I mean, of course there is some kind of a tie, karmic tie to this person. There is a reason that you guys met. There is a reason you guys are in each other's lives. You're meant to learn from each other. So something is chaining you guys up. But the thing is, it's not a very healthy type of relationship. It could be because you're more codependent on this person. Like, this person is the main driving force for all of your emotions, whether you're happy or sad and all of that. That's like they're kind of hovering over you in some ways, right? Kind of like this person like looking down. Over here is Four of Cups with the Date card over here together. I think that because you're so caught up with this person from the past, that you are missing a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of people that want to meet you, that want to that there's a potential of developing it into a relationship with people, but you're pushing them away. And there could be very good people that, very good potential for you to develop into something, but you're pushing them away. And it says over here, get back out there. Okay. So I think, instead of focusing so much on this past person, this one is saying meeting someone new. So try to maybe move forward and see if you can, this is what I think. I think the reason that maybe you guys are not together yet, that you can't get back with this person that you're thinking about, with these two cards and the Devil's energy, there is something that you need to learn from the person, and then you also need to meet new people. You need to learn other things, not from this person, but from other people. And then that's when you will understand more about love, learn more about relationship, learn more about like different types of people, and maybe learn about yourself. And by doing that, maybe you will be able to get back with this person. Okay, maybe you'll be able to get back with this person and change this Devil energy into a more healthy type of energy, because I'm saying this is the dark side, the shadow side of the Lovers card, right? So there is a potential of switching this to the Lovers, but right now it's just not the right time. And I think there's still things that you need to learn. Right now you're just being obsessive and addicted to this person and thinking this is the only person for you, but there are other people out there, and you're missing a lot of opportunities to get to know different people and to get to know yourself. So this is what I think. I think there are other lessons that you need to learn and accomplish, and by doing that, I think when the timing is right, there is that potential. Maybe you will get back with this person, but by then maybe you've gone on so much that you also realize this person isn't the right one for you either. So that's what I feel with people who are looking to reconcile or reconnect with someone that you lost contact with, like no communication, right? Someone who dropped you all of a sudden, or like a past ex-lover. So I think you need to move on, learn some new lessons, and by doing that, you will understand what the reason why it didn't work out before, and how you can make it work in the future if that is meant to be, right? Because there is that potential, but it's just right now, at least within the next 3 months, it's not the right time yet. But there are new people available for you to date and to see, and there's lots of opportunities for you, but you're dropping them. So don't give up on dating other people and see other people, and have a feel of what it is like to date other people. Okay, so that's what I see for pile number 1. Let me know if this resonated with you, and don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel under my video, and turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. And if you have anything that you would like to share with me, you can leave it in the comment section below. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye. Pile number 2. So this is what you get for if you're single. You have the 2 of Wings, which is the 2 of Swords. This card in this deck is called Balance. Over here we have the 9 of Swords. 2 Swords card. Wow. Okay. And then over here we have Self-Indulgence. So focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. So for pile number 2, if you are single, this is the single messages. For the single people that chose pile number 2, first of all, 2 of Wings in this deck is about balance. So I think you might be off balance a little bit. I also think that you might be just coming out of a relationship, and it's a not a very pleasant one. It wasn't a very nice breakup. Okay, so now you're very up in your head. You're thinking a lot of things. Maybe you're even having trouble sleeping at night, because we have the 9 of Swords right here. It says darkest fears in this deck. I think whatever happened, it brought out a lot of your fears, and you're just absolutely, I think, very depressed, in a very sad energy. Even the Oracle card over here is Self-Indulgence, healing, right? Self-appreciation. So I think you're being really hard on yourself. Whatever happened, you are just blaming yourself for all the things that's happening. You're just like very self-deprecating. And 2 of Wings is about, choices. It's about making decision. And I think you think that you made the wrong decision. You keep thinking, what did you do wrong? It's all you, that kind of thing. It's like a lot of crazy self-blaming energy. So for the next 3 months, 1 or 3 months. So when I was doing a shuffling in the cards, I wasn't focusing on the timeline, but what I noticed is that when you get the message, the next 3 months is when the energy is the strongest. Okay, so this is what's gonna probably mostly happen in the next 1 to 3 months. And so I think you're going to take so the next 3 months is, I think you're going to need this time to heal, to get out of this crazy sad energy. And also, I think you're probably deciding what to do next. You probably feel very lost. And because maybe you're very immersed in the previous relationship or something, okay? It doesn't have to be relationship, but it could be relationship. And for people who are like single all their lives and they haven't dated anyone, so then they're like, that didn't apply. So then it's just like other things surrounding you, other things. Maybe there's family issues, maybe they're friends, maybe it's you, okay? So there's something like in your life that's not working out and you're just thinking like, I'm such a failure. I just like, oh my God, you feel just really horrible. You're putting yourself down and feeling quite lost, not knowing what to do. So I think for the next 3 months or so, it's like you're gonna take this time, or you need this time to heal, to get back on track, to get out of this like swords energy. And I think, I don't want to say it's all in your head, but it's very sword heavy, okay? So it's a lot of thinking and thoughts. So you're just kind of immersed in this kind of like a lot of like crazy thinking things, and it's affecting your emotions, which I can totally relate because I feel like that all the time. But I think there's over here this is what it says: focus on self and self-worth, right? So what you really need to do is change your thinking and think that, you know, there is new things. Have a little bit of hope. I think you're in a very dark night. I feel like, you know, just like dark energy, dark night. You're just like feeling really gloomy. But there is like good things coming in. You're almost at the end. We have the 2 of Wings and we have the 9, 2 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. You're on a progression, right? You're almost towards the end of a cycle. Almost. So have hope that there is something new coming in, but just take this next 3 months to really heal. I know this is like a love reading, but over here it's just very like, I think you're not in the right place to meet someone. If you meet somebody right now in this energy, you're probably going to not attract the right person, and these people are going to make you feel even worse about yourself, possibly, right? And I think if that is the case, then it might as well just be alone for the moment and really focus on yourself, focus on the things that you're passionate about, focus on things that can make you happy, instead of focusing or putting your happiness, relying your happiness on someone else, right? So because that's just like a vicious cycle. That's what I think. So over here, focus on yourself, focus on things that you're passionate about, and really start clearing away your thoughts. I think you're very indulged in this like victim type of mentality, and I think you should get out of that, because it's just not very good. I think it's okay, like once in a while we feel really bad about ourselves, and why is all these horrible things happening to me, you know, that type of thing. But if you're constantly immersed in that, it's just not very good, right? And so try to get out a little bit more, try to find a few good friends to be with, so that I think what it is that this is a lot of alone energy. So you're like dumping a lot of negative energy on yourself. And I think even if you go and hang out with your friends, like people you're really, really close to, maybe you can share these negative energy with them. I know it's not a very, very good thing, you know, to dump your negative energy on other people, but I think you might need it, right? Because over here it says self-indulgence. So try to pass it out. And I think people who are really close to you, they'll understand, and they shouldn't take it personally, right? And also they might help bring you up. And I think instead of like putting all this junk within you and not letting it out, I think it's better to release it. When you talk about it to other people and have some other people, like, you know, talking to you and also like, yeah, that's horrible, that's bad, you know, having that companionship, because the 2 is about companionship and partnership as well. So, and you chose pile number 2, right? So you're longing for that companionship. So instead of trying to find it from like a love potential person, do it with a friend for now. And I think this will help you move on and get out of this quicker. And after that, you'll be able to meet people who are much, much better and will also lift you up instead of bringing you down. Okay, so that's the message I get from these 3 cards for people who are single. If this didn't resonate, maybe try to choose a different pile. I do have I don't know what pile number 3 has yet, but pile number 1 is okay, I think. Or choose a different video. I think I have like 2 other ones that's similar to this, where I break up the different groups. So that's that. And now if you have someone in mind that you've been talking to, but you're in a relationship that you're not sure if you are really together or not together, this person is giving you mixed signals, or just like, you know, having a crush or someone that you're not sure if there's potential, that type of thing. So this is the message for you. We have the 9 of Wings, we have the 9 of Swords again. Over here, that's 9 of Swords. This is 9 of Swords. Okay, we have the Emperor card over here. Major Arcana card in this deck. This is called Lead, so leadership, Emperor, right? And then over here we have Boat, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. So for some of you guys, I think 9 of Wings it's about again fear, about nightmares, and over here is obsession, right? So I think if you're in a situationship or you're in a relationship that you're not really sure what's happening right now, or is undefined, I think in the next 3 months, you are going to find some closure. You're going to be able to get your answered, or get your questions answered. So you'll actually know, okay, we are together or we are not together. Right now, this is 9 of Wings. It's more like you thinking about things. You're just like obsessed thinking about like, are we together? Are we not? But I think for the next 3 months, you will get your answer, right? This is progression. You will receive what you need. You'll get your answer, whether it's a good answer or a bad answer, you're going to get something. Okay. With the 4 of Emperor, I think you're probably, instead of keep thinking about this like over and over and over, I think eventually it's going to drive you so crazy that you're just going to be like, screw this. I am going to just go and ask, right? Because the Emperor card is about taking the lead. It's a leadership card. It's also about stability. So you just want to you're just so tired of it's because it's also an action card. So this is a lot of thinking. This is action. So instead of just keep thinking about this, you're like, I can't deal with this anymore. I'm just going to go and ask and get my answer so I can either move on or whatever. So in the next 3 months, I think there is going to be this progression of you thinking so much about this. I mean, you're still enjoying the relationship somewhat, but this kind of like, are we together or not type of like energy is like kind of hovering above you or over your head, that you're just like keep thinking about it, and eventually it's going to get to a point where you're just going to be like, screw this, I need my answer now. And maybe you'll give them an ultimatum. Maybe you'll find out about something that you're just going to be like, all right, screw this, I'm just going to go and move on. Or you're going to get the answer that you needed, which is a good thing. Like, hey, actually we do really like, let's move this to the next level. So either way, you're going to get your answer. And I think it's because you're going to be so fed up with it. You're going to take the lead and just like ask them right out and like what's going on, and you'll get your answer. I think this person probably wouldn't really like, some people like ignore messages, even with that, ignoring your messages or won't give you a straight up answer is, in a way, you kind of got your answer, right? Because it's such a simple thing. Do you want to be with me? Are we in a relationship or not? And if they're beating around the bushes, that's kind of like, oh, that's a bad sign, that's a bad signal. And that's also, you're getting your questions answered as well, right? So eventually I think you're gonna get that answer, get your question answered about your relationship, about whether it's you are together or you're not, okay? Or you're just being a backup for them, or like another person that they're stringing along, or they're really being focused on you. Okay, so you'll see in the next 3 months. All right, so now we have, let's see, people who are in a relationship. Let's see the message that you have. We have the 10 of Gems, which is an amazing card. This is the 10 of Pentacles. End of cycle, but getting everything that you needed, money and love and stability. And then over here we have this is the Hangman in the Rider-Waite, but in this deck is called Observe. And then we have Coffin. Ending, bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transition. Don't be scared seeing this card. Combined with the 10 of Gems. And there's no other cards suggesting a breakup. So this is really what I get with the Coffin card, is about new beginning. Moving on to, there's a change, growth, transition. So they're moving on to the next level. Because over here we have the 10 of Gems, which is also about the end of a cycle. Moving into the next thing. And this is, you guys are in a very, I think you guys are in a very stable relationship. The Hangman also is about, it's about stagnant, right? It's about maintaining the same kind of position. Also, the Hangman is like, they put themselves up there voluntarily. But as also, a Hangman is about sacrifice. So I think both of you are ready to sacrifice for your relationship. You guys are, this is also looking things from a different perspective. So like looking things from a new perspective, right? So I think you guys are ready to move on to the next level. You guys are seeing the different possibility where you can take your relationship to. I think you guys are in a very stable relationship right now. You're very emotionally stable and financially stable. So I think in the next 1 to 3 months is a time where you guys will be talking about where to move on from now, where to go from now with your relationship, as you guys are going to remain at the same, like, it's like, oh, I kind of enjoy how we are, at what we are at right now, just whatever it is, and let's just stay this way. Or okay, we're gonna have a goal, a common goal. That's okay. Maybe in a year, we can plan to get married, or that's plan to have kids, or if it's same-sex relationship, then let's move in together. You can still get married too, right? Depending on where you're at. Some of other people would just have to be moving in or something like that. So just like moving a relationship to the next level. But you're going to actually talk about it. So the next 3 months, you guys are not going to actually move on to the next level just yet, but the next 3 months is more like talking about it, seeing your options, seeing different options, where you can go. It's a transition period. Okay, so you're going to transition out of like the current, or you might actually even just like stay where it is, but then with slightly more intimacy or something like that, or just showing even more affection, or blending into each other's life a little bit more, starting to hang out with each other's friends or something like that, or family, right? So I think super great energy for you who chose pile number 2 in a relationship. So something great is coming in. There's a new energy coming in, and you guys are moving on to the next level and seeing different options. I'm just repeating myself, sorry. All right, so now for people who are looking to reconcile or reconnect with someone from the past, or someone who dropped you suddenly and you're like, I want to reconnect with them, here, this is your message. We have the sun, we have the sacral chakra, and then we have seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third party interference. The sun is support. The sacral chakra, wow, it's very sexual. Okay, so sacral chakra is very sexual, right? This is all about like that down there, like sex, very primal type of energy, right? And then over here we have seduction, hooking up. So I think there is a possibility of reconciling with them, like, or reconnecting. Okay, reconnecting with this person, because we do have the sun, which is very good card to get. So it's like a yes card type of thing, right? So I think whoever you're thinking about from the past or that you're wishing to reconcile with, I think there is a possibility of you guys talking again, and it's going to be quite pleasant, and maybe you guys are going to find each other super attractive again. But the only thing is, with these two cards combined with the sun sometimes is also about very shallow type of energy too, right? Just very on the surface, because you only see like the happy side. So you do want to be careful when you reconcile with this person, if what you want, okay? If you're just thinking, I just want to be with this person, even if it's just for one night, then that's okay. But if you're looking for something long term, you want to be slightly more careful, okay? Because right now it's just a lot of sexual tension. Like when you guys meet, you're gonna be like, oh my god, I'm still really attracted to this person. This person is still like, oh my god, my heart's beating and everything. But it's kind of superficial, kind of shallow. It's very sexual. So once you sleep with each other, there is that possibility that, because the tension is gone, so there's no more reasons to connect again, and you guys will go your separate ways. So there is that possibility, so just watch out for that. If you can prolong it a little bit and make them work for it a little bit, especially if the person you like is a guy, make them work a little bit for it, or very strong masculine energy, right? Make them work a little bit harder, so that they would appreciate it a little bit more, instead of just having it turning into a fling, right? Over here it says it's a hookup, temptation, and which is about the sacral energy as well. So so for people who are looking to reconcile, your answer is yes, but it could turn into a very superficial one night, maybe 3 nights, okay, just a few encounters, and not into a relationship. So just watch out for that, okay? But there is very strong sexual attraction, and we have the sun, so there is happiness. There is also the potential of making this into a long-term relationship, but it really depends on how you handle this, right? So just have a little bit of a plan, and don't be too nice and too giving, okay? Because the sacral chakra is about survival. So you really want to really think what the gut feeling, is this the right person? Do I really want to be reconciled, or am I just looking for a short-term fun? So learn what it is that you want, and then you can direct how you want this reconciliation or this reconnection to go. Okay, so that's what I see for pile number 2, and I hope this helped. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel and my video, and turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. And if you have anything that you would like to share with me, leave it in the comment section below. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye. So now if you chose pile number 3, this is the card that you got. We have, so if you're single, we have the 4 of shells. This is about reevaluation. So this is the 4 of cups energy. We have 17 heal. I believe this is the star card, which is amazing card. And then over here, mask, not showing true feelings, hide, personify, pretend, delude, gaslighting. So this is putting on a mask. So for pile number 3, I think I get a few different messages from this, is that some of you might be that also just got out of a relationship right now, so you're not ready to jump into another relationship. So, and when other people ask you about this, you're just, you know, pretending that everything is okay. It's like, yeah, everything's fine, but in reality you're not, right? And also there are opportunities popping up for you, but you're not seeing it, because the 4 of cups is about that, and in this particular deck is about reevaluation also. And so like there are some people that are like, that want to connect with you, that want to be with you, but you're reevaluating them and also your situation, like, am I really ready, right? Because when you're pretending that everything's okay, right, not showing your true feeling, and but what, yeah, so I think maybe you need to take this time, reevaluate, like taking this time to maybe take things slow. Don't like jump into another relationship right away, right? So that could be one of the messages for you, for people who are single that chose pile number 3. So if you have never been in a relationship before, or you didn't just like recently break up, like in a really like crazy energy, right? Unless you broke up with someone, if you're being broken up with, then it's a little bit harder, right, to move on. But if you just broke up with someone or you've never been in a relationship before, 4 of shells means that there are opportunities coming your way, but you're not seeing it, or you always think that there is someone better coming along, so you're just like not taking whoever's showing up seriously, and you're just like, there could be some good potential people, but you're just, again, not taking it seriously, or you're just like passing it by. You're like, there's gonna be better ones, this is not right? And so there's that. And also, I feel like you're not showing the real you when you do meet people. Things are more like on a superficial level. Everyone is very polite. For some reason, with this star card as well, a lot of the people that you met maybe is from like online, okay? Because the star is about like internet as well, like nowadays. So I think people who are single right now, most of your choices, most of the people that's coming your way are from like online apps or the internet or something like that, right? Or there could be long distance, like somehow it's just like not in your vicinity, and so it's just that you guys are not in the same group. you don't have common friends, right? Because they're just like people that you met on social media or like apps. And because with this Four of Shells, it's just like there's options, but you're just like keep swiping left and right, and but not taking them seriously. You're always thinking there's a better choice instead of focusing on one or two and really develop the relationship. And so with this mask, I just really feel like everything's very superficial. You'll go out on a date for like once and then that's it. You never see them again. So it's just like a lot of like first dates, but never developing into anything. And so for pile number, okay, when I was shuffling the cards, I wasn't thinking of a timeline, but what I noticed like with the energy of the tarot cards is the next 3 months when you see this video, when you draw the cards, it's the strongest. So within the next 1 or 3 months, I still feel like with these 3 cards showing up, you're just meeting people online and not taking, and you're just keep thinking there's better choices popping up. So everything, even if you get a date arranged, everything is very superficial. It's all just like high small talks at the very beginning, like first day, you're just getting to know everyone. It's just that kind of energy, right? So what I feel like is you really want to focus on 1 or 2 and really develop it. And we have the star over here, so I don't know if there's any other ways that you can meet people. I did not draw cards. I feel like pile number 3, if you're single, you're the most maybe aggressive out of all the other ones, that you're meeting people and trying to see what happens and still have hope, because the star is about hope, wanting to meet someone, right? So let's take a look at what you should really do. Should you still focus on these online encounter or what? Okay, so there's this card. We have 10 of coins. Yeah. Okay, so 10 of coins is about being practical. It's about being really grounded. It's about I really think you want to meet people face to face. So if you're just talking online and not meeting them, then that's really a waste of time, right? And that's why nothing is developing. You really need to be grounded. You need to meet these people. You need to, if you're watching this during the pandemic, of course it's a little bit hard, but it's still okay to meet people, right? As long as you're protected. And I feel like with the 10 of coins, you want to meet people instead of online, right? Because the online with the cards surrounding it is all like very superficial and just like so much. You want to reevaluate how you are meeting people. This is what I also feel like. So the 10 of coins is about charity work. It's about in the Rider-Waite card is like there's church in the behind, right? Or like friends and family. So I think there is a better chance of meeting the right person for you if you are meeting people through like a charity work that if you don't help out with any, like signed up volunteering for any charity stuff, go and do those things. I think you might meet people that way also. Or like if you have a religion that you believe in, where you go to church, or if you go to the temples or something like that, those are the people that you might be able to meet. Like these kind of gatherings is where you might meet potential like partners, and also through maybe like friends and family, okay, or colleagues. That's a better way of meeting people, and I think that's most likely things will work out, because you do have the 10 of coins, which is an amazing card. So if you use these other routes, I think you will be able to have the relationship actually develop into something, okay? So that's that. Now, the next group of people, your message, if you are in a relationship, you are, in a relationship, but it's undefined. If you are, or just having a crush on someone and you're talking, but you're not sure if it's going to go anywhere or something like that, this is the message for you. We have the King of Roses. This is the King of Wands card. We have the Manifest card, which is amazing. That's the Magician. And then over here, not today. Not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, still angry. Okay, so you know what? Even the oracle showing up as like angry or boundary and avoiding calls and conversation. I think what it is just like for the next 1 or 3 months, it's just like they're not ready to settle just yet. Okay, they're trying to avoid this conversation of like, should we move the relationship next level or defining the relationship. They're trying to avoid this conversation. But King of Roses is a lot of like love, a lot of passion. I don't think they don't like you, but it's just that they don't want to be tied down. And King of Roses is a very fiery energy, so that's all of the fire signs. This Manifest card is Magician, which is the Mercury, and Mercury is guarded by Gemini, which is a Libra sign, and Virgo. See, the thing is with these combination, I don't feel like Virgo is coming out as much. I feel like it's like that Gemini sign, Gemini or Mercury, Aquarius even, and also the King of Roses, which is like that fiery energy, the Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. So they're the type of people that need a lot of freedom. They don't want to be tied down. And so this night, not today, is that just like, they don't want to have this relationship be defined. They want their freedom. So if you really like this person, I don't think that they don't like you, but they just don't want to be committed just yet. So in the next 1 to 3 months, I don't think they'll be committed or they're ready to settle just yet, right? But they're still feeling a lot of attraction to you. We have over here Manifest Magician card, right? So they still think there is a potential in this relationship. And so if you have time and you are okay with the relationship being the way it is just now, undefined, I think they would love to be with you and still hang out with you and still talk to you, but it's just like they don't want to define this relationship just yet. So if you think that's a waste of your time, then maybe you want to go and manifest something else, someone else, and not this person that you're currently talking to, because this person, they're not ready yet. Okay, at least for the next 3 months. But if you're like, you know what, I don't mind. I like having fun, because this is a very fun person. I feel like very motivated. So maybe they're also concentrating on their work or something like that. So they're just like, they don't want to really be bothered with relationship just yet. If you can wait at least the next 3 months or so, I would say there's still potential. Why not? Okay. That's what I see that's the message for people who are in like a situationship or something like that. So now if you are in a relationship, so this is the message for you. We have the Four of Wings, which is the Four of Swords. Privacy is what this deck is, the keyword for this deck. This is open up. Ooh, you have 2 number 4s. This is Four of Pentacles, I think. Yeah, this is the Four of Pentacles. Abundance. Oh my gosh. Keeping a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude and bliss. Manifest exactly what you want. This is what I'm attracted to. So you have 2 number 4 card. Number 4 is about stability. Number 4 is about holding on to things, especially the Four of Pentacles. And an abundance. Abundance is like, to me, is like number 4 and number 8 type of like number energy, right? So I think keeping a positive mindset, if you are in a relationship, getting these three cards, I think it's great cards to have. I think you and your partner are very gracious for each other. You guys feel like great match. You got 2 4 cards. You guys have equal energy. You guys are seeing things eye to eye, just like perfect, very harmonious. And then over here, 4 of Wings, 4 of Swords, it's about time to rest, time to not move forward or going back, just like staying where it is. So I think the next 1 or 3 months, you guys are going to stay exactly where it is, but you're very stable, very peaceful, very nice. I think it's gonna be, it's loving, okay? Even though I say it's like stable, peaceful, stagnant, but it's loving. It's a lot of like gratitude, right? Over here, it's a lot of appreciation for each other. So like almost like it's very family like. So passion wise, it's a little bit low because we have the Swords and the Pentacle card, so it's not like super passionate like the Cups or the Wands card, right? But it's still abundant. So like it's still like lots of love for each other, lots of gratitude. It's just like you're not showing it as like super romantic way or anything. It's just like you've been together for a very long time. You know, when you're in a restaurant or when you go out, you can see the people who are like they're just together and versus people who's been together forever. That type of energy. You're like just there forever, but you're very comfortable with each other. That's what I feel with this, like very comfortable with each other, very appreciative. You enjoy each other's company, but it's just like very peaceful, harmonious. You know, what I see in my mind's eye right now is like couples who are like in their 50s and 60s type of thing, even though you might be watching this and you're super young, like in your 20s or something like that, or 30s, but you're acting like you've been together forever. Okay, so it's that type of energy right now for the next 1 or 3 months. So if you want to break out of that, maybe think of some ways to rekindle that passion so that you're not just, you know, acting like you've been together like for 35 years. But it's very stable, very nice. I like this, you know, why not? Sometimes especially during this crazy pandemic or something like that, if you're watching this during the pandemic, having someone like this is kind of nice. I know there's people who can't even get along with each other because now like you get to see each other every day for hours and hours and you can't get along, but you guys are getting along just fine, and you give each other the freedom, the privacy that they needed whenever they needed. And then but at least, and also like very emotionally stable. You're not gonna like yell at each other for no reason type of thing. Very good. And also financially stable too. Abundance because also means like finance, so maybe also that too, because you guys are financially stable there. I think that also helped the relationship too, because when you guys are struggling with money, sometimes it's very hard to keep the relationship peaceful and harmonious too, right? So you guys are having a lot of like abundance of love and financially too. So great energy. I don't have anything else for you. It's just the next 3 months is going to be quite nice for you, okay? So now the last group, if you are looking to have someone or looking to reconcile or reconnect with someone from the past, it could be an ex-lover, or it could be someone that you've talked to but had a thing, but the relationship was never defined, but then you kind of just lost contact. Okay, so this is the message for you. We have the 4 of Gems. Woo, we have lots of like similar energy. There's lots of 4s in this group too. 4 of Gems, 4 of Pentacles. Over here we have, ooh, very nice too. This is the Ace of Pentacles. And then over here we have love. Oh my God. Okay, guys, pile number 3. Whoever you're thinking about to reconcile or reconnect with, I definitely think there is that for the next 3 months, strong possibility of reconnecting. I think you guys still have feelings for each other. Definitely. Still have feeling for each other, still love each other, still very strong attraction. And I feel like both of you wanted to give this relationship another try, another chance. Over here, we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is, I think, is the best aces out of all the aces, because this is about giving you a really grounded, promising start, very practical, seeing things materializing type of thing. So they do want to start over again and redefine the relationship and be more committed. Maybe they were really flaky before, maybe they weren't ready before, but now they are. They are ready to strengthen the bonds. They're ready to give you something solid. They're ready to give you a promise. They're ready to commit to you. They realize they still love you a lot. And over here we have with Four of Gems, possessiveness. They realize like they don't want you, and also you, both of you don't want them to be with anyone else. Like you feel like you guys are meant to be, and you don't want to give them up to other people. It's very possessive type of energy. In this case, I think it's very nice. Sometimes it's not good to be possessive, right? But I think since you guys are trying to reconcile, this is someone from the past, and they realize how much they're attracted to you and that they don't want to give you up. This kind of possessiveness, I think, is very nice. And maybe you got Four of Gems and Ace of Gems. It's very pentacle energy heavy. Again, very solid offer, very practical, very having things materializing. Also, maybe before you guys broke up, it could be because of money reason. You guys wasn't financially stable, and now you guys are both very stable financially and emotionally. And so now I think you guys will be able to get this relationship moving forward in a more peaceful, harmonious, and stable way, instead of like having things going up and down. Okay. So, and the best thing is if you just have pentacle cards and nothing else, that's like, it's kind of like dull type of energy again, but you have the love card. So not only, they want to commit, they're like, it's very stable, but it's very passionate. It's very loving. Seeing this card, I even think it's very romantic too. So, and you guys can actually, like if you want to be romantic, you need to have like be pretty financially strong too. So you have two pentacle cards, so you can have do a lot of romantic stuff, like buying you flowers, taking you on trips, taking you to a very nice restaurant. All these requires money, and I think you guys can afford it now. And it helps rekindle the fire, the passion in between you guys. So I think right now is within the next 3 months is probably you guys are going to be able to get together, start talking again, and yeah, amazing energy. All right, that's what I see for pile number 3. And I hope this resonated with you, and hope you got the message that you need. If you have anything that you would like to share with me, leave it in the comment section below, and don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel and or my video, and turn on the notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.